Hi, this is Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse and the DJI Colorado store in Centennial, Colorado. And today we have the new DJI OM4. So we're going to open this thing up, see what it's all about, and then take a look at all the new features. So stay right there. We'll be right back. So we've got the new DJI OM4, the new smartphone stabilizer from DJI. So let's open it up and see what we have inside. And in the top, we've got some instructions here on how it works. We've got this little packet that if we open it up, we see this little knob here. We'll get to that in a minute. And a carrying case or a little bag, a lanyard, and some instructions. And then inside, we have the OM4. Now you may think this looks an awful lot like the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, and you'd be correct. It is a very, very similar design with the folding handle and everything, but on the front, we don't have that phone clamp anymore. What we have is a new magnetic mount. And if you see some of the marketing for this, it says create magnetic moments, and that's what this is all about. You have this clamp that can go on your phone, and it is magnetized to hold your phone on here, making it really fast to get it on and off. So you can put the clamp on your phone one time, get it all balanced, and then very quickly be able to take it on and off as you're doing your shooting, versus having to open the clamp up, get your phone in, get it adjusted right, and get it all set up. And I use a iPhone 11X Max with this Polar Pro case on it. I can't even use that on the Osmo Mobile 3, but on here I can use this clamp. It does work. And the motors in the OM4 are stronger, so they can support the heavier phones with cases and even lenses. Inside the packet here, there's, like I said, the bag and this extra little piece. And this is a sticky that you can put on your phone, so it can be permanently mounted on there. This also acts as a little handle as well as a stand, which is kind of handy. But you could put this on here permanently and then not have to worry about the clamp coming off when you're using it. And it really doesn't get in the way of anything. So it's really nice that DJI includes both the more permanent one and the clamp. For me, I'm just using the clamp for now, as I can try different phones out. And I just get it on there and it's gonna stay all day for my shooting. And I can get in and out, put it on the OM4 very, very quickly. Now, there's only one package available with the OM4, and it includes the little tripod, a charging cable, the OM4, all this stuff, and the little carrying bag. Unlike the Osmo Mobile 3, where there was a regular one and a combo, there's just one package. So that's kind of nice. And the price on this is $149. So nicely affordable. It's got a 1/4 on the bottom, so you can screw any tripod on here, not just theirs. On the back here, we have our joystick to control our pan and tilt, our shutter to start and stop recording or to take stills, the mode to change different modes, obviously, that's what that's for, USB-C charging on the side, and a zoom control on the other side, and on the front, there's also a trigger. All these do different things. So we'll go ahead and get this on here, and I should only have to balance this one time to get everything dialed in for all my future. Well, I actually got it pretty darn good. I'll just move it over just a hair. I just want it to balance left and right on here, and I should be good to go. Turn it on. And it's going to start in this portrait mode. Just tap the mode twice to go into landscape mode, and I'm ready to do my video work. Now, in terms of features, it does have some cool features via the Mimo app. There's a slow motion, so you can really slow things down, make stuff look really cool. Of course, video modes, photo modes, panoramic, a lot of the things we've seen in the previous Osmo Mobile iterations. With Timelapse, you can actually set a path, so you can have it move throughout the course of the time lapse. Hyperlapse for those moving time lapses like in a vehicle or something, and it does a really, really good job of smoothing out that footage and making it look nice and stable. Now, a new feature they've added is called dynamic zoom, otherwise known as a vertigo shot or a dolly pan, dolly zoom. It's under a couple different names. And this is where you can that's where you can keep a subject in frame, but the whole background is moving. You'll see this in shots like Vertigo or Jaws or some other movies where it can have a really dramatic effect. It's probably going to be a little overused, but hey, that's all right. It's a new feature. We've seen that in some of the aircraft as well, like the Mavic 2 Zoom has that feature. Anything that can zoom can actually do it pretty well. The problem I found when doing that is because it uses the different cameras on here, as it switches cameras, the aperture is different. So you can sometimes get a exposure shift depending on the camera that you're using. So you want to be careful when using that. Improved in the OM4 is active track. Works really, really well. And new algorithms help detect people, dogs, cats, animals of all kinds, cars, vehicles. It does a much better job in detecting what type of thing that it is. And what's nice now is you just tap once on the trigger and whatever is in frame, it will start tracking. Makes it a lot easier to kind of get going without having to go into active track and then draw a box around something. It's just a single tap and whatever was in frame is going to start tracking. Now, one of the things I've always found difficult is when you're trying to record yourself. Now, it's one thing to just go into selfie mode and hold it out, but if you want to be kind of in front of the camera, any distance away, you want it to be focused on you and maybe even tracking you. But without someone behind it to draw the box around you, that was basically impossible. But with the new gesture mode, you can simply hold up 2 fingers and it will start tracking you and do the shutter. So if I'm in photo mode, it will just take a picture. If I'm in video mode, it will start recording. So I'm going to come over here back into the Mimo app, and now I've got Ryan behind the camera there, and I'm in photo mode. I'm just going to go ahead and have him do the gesture, and there, it caught onto him, and now he could move around and it'll follow him, and it took a picture. So very easy to get a good shot of yourself. You know, here I am posing with my dog up on a mountain pass where I wanted the sign behind me and I wanted to make sure I was centered. Gesture mode worked really well for that. There's also sport mode. So normally as we're turning, you can see it goes nice and slow. But in sport mode, you can do it and it will just flip around really quick to catch those fast action shots. So what do I think of the new OM4? I actually like it quite a bit. The new gesture mode makes it much easier to be filming yourself, get those perfect shots. The new active track works way better than it did before. And this new magnetic mount, I think, is fantastic because when you're coming and going or hiking and you want to switch back and forth between your phone and a stabilized platform like this, this magnet mount makes it really, really easy. The other advantage of it is when it's all folded, it's a much smaller profile than we had before because it doesn't have that big phone mount on it. So a lot of advantages in the OM4. Again, it's $149, available here at DJI Colorado and Multicopter Warehouse. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.